So, when you're working with clinically relevant behavior, there are some very important precautions to take. Clinically relevant behavior is behavior that shows up in the session, that is on the one hand the same as problematic client behavior in their daily life, and on the other hand the same as improved client behavior in relation to those problematic behaviors. Working with CRB, clinically relevant behavior, can be extremely evocative for clients because it takes courage to ask the client, well, what you're doing right now, is it just something you do with me or is it something you do out there? And what we do in order to make this easier for clients and to create a context in which we can work in this way is we tell clients very early on that we're going to do this. So for example, I'll tell a client, the difficulties that you experience, they may show up here. They may show up about our work, they may show up about us, our relationship. And that's not only normal and acceptable, but it will actually give us precious opportunities to work on these in the present moment so that you can learn to do different things that you can then take into your life. So please feel free to share with me whenever something that shows up for you in your life, some difficulty shows up here. Imagine a client who feels judged. Well, you may tell the client, for example, if you feel judged by me, please, I want you to feel comfortable to let me know that so we can work on that. And then also ask for permission to let your client know, should you have the thought that something that the client is doing or maybe could be similar to some of their everyday life difficulties. So say, is it okay if when I think that maybe something that's going on between us or that you're doing may also be showing out there, is it okay if I just tell you about it and then you can tell me if yes or no it does show up out there? And all the time we are going to respect the client's judgment on this. If the client says no, it doesn't show up out there, we are actually going to totally respect that. So to make this even clearer to clients, we send them a letter in which we pretty much repeat these things, and you can find a link to a model letter on the website. And then there's another point about the precautions that we take when we work with CRB is we don't just say at the beginning of treatment, but whenever we're going to work with them and we feel it may be a bit risky or a bit evocative for the client, we simply ask for permission. So we may say something like, is it okay if I take a risk right now? And if the client says yes, then I might say something like, I just saw you shut down right now, and I'm kind of wondering if maybe you noticed, you felt that I was judging you. And if the client says no, we just go, oh, well, it's okay. My mind tells me all sorts of stories and they're not all helpful. So these are the two main ways in which we create a context to work with these CRBs with clients. And one very important part of this context is to have a relationship that is warm, reinforcing, authentic, and in which we hold the client with kindness and compassion. So it makes it safe for the client to look at these difficult experiences, look at these difficult behaviors in a way that they know is not going to have an impact on the relationship, on the therapy itself. So that's the larger part of the context that we create when we work with CRB. Yeah, I think so too.